Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Holiday Showcase 2023 presented by the Mah Jongg Canasta Menagerie Market. I'm Debbie Barnett, and Tina Gottesman is with me tonight. We both co-host the Mah Jongg Canasta Menagerie Market Facebook group, which is where you all know us from. So we're so happy that you've joined us tonight. This is a new adventure for us, so we're going to see how it all goes, and we're very excited to get everything going. And before we get started, I want to go over the format of the show. Each seller with us tonight will be presenting for approximately 7 minutes, and please respect your time limit. Buyers, if you have a question, please put it in the Zoom chat. So if you're familiar with your chat window, you can go ahead and grab it and actually move it out of place and move it to the side just so that it's always right there and you don't have to look for it. Please put the seller's name and your question in chat, because after everybody has presented, we're going to open up the floor to Q&A. We're going to try to get to everybody, but if for some reason we run out of time, all of the contact information will be in the video description once it's uploaded. And I can also provide a PDF for anybody who is with us tonight, so that you have that handy if you want to go ahead and take a look at it after the fact. But this video will be uploaded to YouTube tomorrow. All right, now each slideshow, oh, that did a weird thing. I guess I did that animation a little backwards. Each slideshow will have photos of the items that the sellers are presenting, a discount, if any, is being offered. And if I missed any of them, the sellers will be glad to go over those. And contact information for the seller, as I said, will be in the video description once the video is uploaded to YouTube. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, first up is Lee Eisman. So Lee, unmute and take it away.
Hello, everybody. I'm Lee, and the name of my business is Mah Jongg Tchotchkes. The first item you see here are 2 different designs of coasters that I make. They're sold in sets of 4 for $35. Shipping is $6.95. They're all made from genuine Mah Jongg tiles. These are just 2 of the color combinations I offer. Also have some that are white tiles with gold corners, white tiles with dark red corners, and then all black ones. Also for a slightly higher price are all butterscotch, and they're more expensive because those are vintage tiles. I also have sets of 4 coasters made from stones. They're stone tiles that have pictures on them. Also the same price, $35 for a set of 4. And they're either pictures of 4 Mah Jongg cards, 4 Mah Jongg sets, or time to play Mahjong on a yellow background. And the third type of coasters I have that aren't pictured are disposable cardboard coasters. They're $20 for a package of 20, $3.95 for shipping. They say time to play Mahjong in either gold or red print. So those are the coasters I offer. Next, please. Napkins. This was one of the first things I started with. They've been very popular over the years. As you can see, they come in 4 different color combinations. They're 3-ply, very nice quality cocktail napkins, 5 inches by 5 inches. And those are the 4 different color combinations, as I said. $15 for a package of 25 and $3.95 for shipping. I also offer not pictured matching guest towels. They're in the same 4 color combinations. They measure 8 inches by 4.5 inches, so a standard guest towel size. They sell for $25 for a package of 25, and they're also $3.95 for shipping. Next, please.
I love those.
Thank you. Bracelets. I have many different bracelets. These are just two examples. They're mostly one of a kind. Occasionally, I do have two or three of the same style, but they're mostly one of a kind. So I use different tiles with different beads, and sometimes, as you can see, the dice beads. They're all elastic, and I try and vary the sizes a bit. So sometimes they're for a small to medium wrist, sometimes a medium to large wrist. The bracelets are all $40, and they ship for $3.95 each. So I just want to mention, in addition to bracelets, I do have earrings like I'm wearing, and necklaces, and a few eyeglass chains. So that's for the jewelry. Next would be trays. Again, these are two examples of many that I offer. They are ceramic trays. They come in different sizes and shapes and colors, but they're all ceramic. They're decorated with genuine Mah Jongg tiles and bedding chips. Also, some of them are tiles only without the bedding chips. And as I say, there's a range of pricing. They all ship for $9.95. They take a lot of packing material in large boxes to make sure that they don't break. So that's why the shipping's a little bit more on the trays. Next, we have clocks. And again, these are two examples of different ones. It's also easy for me to do a custom clock if you want a particular color. The rims are always either white or dark red, as you see here. And then there's also black rim clocks, typically decorated with Mah Jongg tiles and dice or bedding chips.
These are so fun, Lee. Oh,
thank you. I think a Mah Jongg clock is good because it's always time to play Mahjong, no matter what time it is. They take one AA battery. They're $35 each and $9.95 to ship. I also have listed on my site, but not pictured here, a different style, which is a beautiful frosted glass clock. And it's a little more expensive. It's $65 because it's a more expensive clock. But also uses a battery just like that. But again, people have asked before if I could do certain color tiles, and if I have them, I can do it. So those are the clocks. And the final item I'm going to show you is a pushki bowl. And I thought, gee, there might be some people who don't even know what this is. But if you play for money, many of us have a custom where if you have a wall game, everybody puts in a quarter or whatever amount you decide. And then whoever wins the next game also wins whatever has accumulated in the pushki. We had quite a few wall games recently when I was playing, and somebody won like $6 in the pushki bowl. So you can do pretty well with those. Again, they're made with genuine tiles, different colors, as you can see. They sell for $15 each and ship for $3.95 each. And that is what I'm showcasing today. And thank you so much for this opportunity.
Oh, your stuff is great. I tell you, the work that goes into these, I don't know if people can even imagine. Being a fellow crafter, I can appreciate it though. Wow. Okay, next up we have Julie Alexander of I Love Maj. Julie.
Thank you, Debbie. So I'm Julie, as Debbie said, and my husband and I are the creators of I Love Maj, which is an online American mahjong game and skill building platform. If you haven't seen it in action, then you might like to take a look at some of Debbie's skill building videos on YouTube, and you'll be able to see exactly how that works. So I have a few gift options available today. So first off, I wanted to highlight our gift certificates. These are available in 3-month, 6-month, and 12-month membership options. And so they're fantastic gifts for mahjong friends. So our 3-month gift certificate, as you can see on the slide here, is $18. And the 6-month is $36. And these could be very thoughtful gift ideas for any mahjong enthusiast. the 12-month membership is $60 and could be a great gift option for yourself. I think we'll deserve to treat ourselves occasionally. Or perhaps actually you could give a hint to a loved one that that's what you'd like to receive.
Yeah.
So yeah, the gift certificates are available to purchase in our online store, and they can be delivered instantly. And actually, when you're purchasing them, you'll be offered a few choices. So you'll have the choice of sending the gift certificate to a friend by email there and then, or you can set a specific date that you want it to be delivered on. So you have that option to send it to a friend, or you can choose to send the gift certificate to your own email address, where you'll be able to print it out and you'll be able to give it personally to the recipient. Or you could pop it into a holiday card or however you wanted to deliver that to them.
Excellent.
Yeah, so there are quite a few options there with the gift certificates. And as I say, they can be purchased at the very last minute, and delivered immediately. So they can make a very easy kind of quick gift option if you've run out of time and you need to get something in a hurry.
Yeah, especially if you have a friend or a relative that is newer to Mah Jongg and they want to try out the fabulous exercise room at I Love Maj, because I think it's just the coolest. But of course, anybody, any level, obviously, I was just really mentioning that for a gift for somebody who is new and a way for them to practice their skills.
Absolutely. We actually have a few other options in our online store. So we've got a little Amazon store. So there are lots of kind of mahjong related gifts and accessories in there. So you can take a look. We've got everything from cute coffee mugs to t-shirts, jigsaw puzzles, coloring books, socks, slippers, scarves, jewelry, bags, purses, aprons, you name it, we've probably got it. We've got a little bit of everything. Feel free to check out our gift certificates for online play and also the other fabulous gift ideas in our online store. You can find these at ilovemahj.com/shop. And if you have any questions, please pop in the box and I'll be happy to answer those later.
Thank you, Julie.
Thanks, Debbie.
All right. Next up, I'm going to play this video for Donna. This session was pre-recorded since Donna was unable to appear in person this evening. Our next guest is Donna Eschen. Donna, welcome to the Holiday Showcase.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm going to pull up your first items that you're going to share with us. And can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. Okay, Donna, would you share about these beautiful table covers with us?
I make table covers to fit your table. These are 36 by 36. I have lots of them in stock, and I can send anybody photographs of what I have. I can also try to do custom orders, like if you love cats or dogs or dragonflies or something special. If I can get the fabric, I'd be happy to make it for you. By using these table covers with the polyester screen in the middle, your tiles slide beautifully right across the table. If your table is smaller, they'll hang over the edge. If your table is larger, they'll fit more inside of the center of the table. Works on all tables, and they're great.
Well, they look beautiful. So you have actually more choices than this of fabrics as well. So if somebody wanted to take a look at other things, you have other designs, or what if somebody wants to custom order something because they like dogs? Can that happen?
Sure. The easiest thing to do is I'll connect with you, and then I can do a FaceTime and just hold up all the table covers I have. I did that last night, and the person said yes, yes, no, maybe, and we got it down to 3, and she picked 2, and she was so happy, and it was very easy. Or you can tell me that you want dogs and tell me a little more about what you want, and if I can find the fabric, I can do it for you.
Okay, perfect. That's great. To reach Donna, you can contact her at the email address shown on the screen, or the contact information will be in the YouTube description, available once this event is uploaded. All right, Donna, we're going to move on to the next item. And what do we have here?
These are card covers to go on your card. Now, why would you want such a thing to protect a card that you're only going to use for a year? Well, it's fun because you know it's your card. Do you like cranes? Do you like dogs? Do you like Asian theme fabrics? I have lots to choose from, both in the standard size and the large. And again, I can custom make them for you. And each panel is covered by a wonderful clear plastic, and there's room to put your little dot on the side if you dot your hands as you make them.
These are great, and they're so much fun. Donna, can you actually do matching card covers and table covers if somebody wants?
I can, but if you put your card cover on your table cover, it's going to kind of get lost on the table cover and you won't spot it right away. It's just sitting there, blends into your table cover, but I can.
That's a good point. Maybe somebody might do something coordinating though.
If I can get the fabric, do it for you, sure.
Yeah. Oh, those are so great. Okay, let's move on to your next item. Tell us about these Mah Jongg racks and pushers.
My husband, Greg Villegas, will custom make racks for you with your choice of woods or colors. He can do multiple different woods. He can do different color stains. You can match them to your tiles. You can pick whatever you like. People love them. The finish is gorgeous. They have a hidden magnetic pusher that's flush to the rack. So beautifully made, and they will enhance your set, and they're so much fun to play with.
Wow, these are so gorgeous. I could actually see people having multiple sets of racks if they have multiple sets of tiles. Very nice. Well, thank you, Donna, so much for sharing these items with us. Again, Donna's contact information is on the slide and will also be included in the video description once it is uploaded to YouTube. Thanks for joining us, Donna.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Joanne. Welcome, Joanne.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me. And Donna and Tina, especially, thank you for doing this innovative show of our items. I love doing new things and making new things, and my husband says that's because I have a short attention span, which is probably right. So I'll show you a short assortment of what I have in stock right now. And if you have any requests for different items, feel free to contact me through my Etsy.com at Mah Jongg Ladies. My shop is right now doing a lot of snowmen and Santa Claus, and each with a Mah Jongg tile or Canasta cards in their hands. The two on the right and left are ornaments for a tree or hanging around your house, and the one in the middle is a standalone Santa. They all range in price from $17 to $22, and they're available now. Next slide, please.
These are my favorite, I have to say.
And that's why the shop is called Mah Jongg Ladies. And it's with 2 G's, like my niece says. Her name is Quinn, and how do I remember? It's Quinn. She says, stretch it out. So Mah Jongg with 2 G's, Ladies. And these were the first items that I started making back in 2010. Because I saw one in Barcelona, didn't have a Mah Jongg tile with it. But if somebody could make these and dress them in all sorts of fun outfits, I thought, I can do that. And so we named the shop Mah Jongg Ladies. And this is an assortment of what I have right now, both Canasta and Mah Jongg.
Oh my goodness. And the one on the right has matching earrings, right?
Correct. And if I don't show all my lady necklaces with earrings, but certainly if you want earrings, I'm happy to add them, matching or not matching.
Excellent. And next.
And these are some pins. And the thing that's best about pins is they fit everyone. When I first started making and crafting, I started by making rings, which for any of you out there who want to start beading or crafting is do not do rings, because everybody's finger is a different size and you'll have every order be a custom order. So I quickly got away from rings, and this year really have a focus on pins, especially the two on the right side of the screen. They're acrylic, which is another word for resin. They're molded, they're 3D. You can see the one is playing cards, maybe Canasta, or they can have Mahjong tiles on them. The gnome is, actually, I don't know how that picture got in there. Well, I'm sure I sent it to you, Debbie, but it's a bunko gnome. But I do it also with cards or Mahjong beads on it. And the one on the left is a wire wrapped and beaded person with crazy purple hair.
Yeah, so fun. So
She probably wasn't crazy before she started playing Mahjong.
that's so great. Love it.
Okay,
Oh.
next are necklaces. And this is just a small sampling of more traditional necklaces. The one on the right with the cracked tile is a Mahjong bead. It's made for crafting with. The one on the left with the beautiful flower is a vintage. That means on Etsy, that means 20 years old or older. And all the tiles that I use are orphans, which means I found them along the way. I haven't broken up any sets, and they're just in really good shape. And I enjoy making something else out of them. It's a way of recycling them.
Oh, yeah. Great idea. They're so pretty.
Thank you. And more pins. They're $8, $9, or $10. They're individual Mahjong tiles from an old magnetic set, which I don't know how a person would even play with that. The full back is a magnet. I've replaced it with a double-sided magnet so you can just pin it on whatever you're wearing. Santa hat, nothing, dreidel or menorah for Hanukkah. And the Santa on the right is a pick that goes in a vase or a flower pot or something you're serving for a holiday meal. He's Mahjong Santa. And my last screen is just a sampling of 4 different mats that I have in stock right now. And these are made with the mesh inside is a very smooth, it's called Pet Screen. I get it at the hardware store, and it truly, truly is nice to your tiles and your fingernails and your fingers. And we have lots of different surrounding fabric. Again, if you have a fabric in mind that I don't show, feel free to reach out, and I'd be happy to go to a fabric store anytime, but I'm happy to go shopping for a special fabric for you.
Excellent.
There's a discount, a 10% discount through the end of the year for those of you who are on this Zoom call. And if you use the code SHOWCASE, 10% will be discounted from whatever you order through my Mahjong Ladies shop. Thank you. And again,
All right,
Debbie and Tina, thanks for doing this.
Oh, you're so welcome. And thank you so much for showing your beautiful things here. All right, so
Thank you.
next up we have Dara and Donna from Modern Mahjong. Hello, ladies. Let's start out with this first screen here.
Is Dara on?
I hear, oh,
I'm done.
Yep, we're both on.
there we go.
Because Dara usually starts, so that's how I know.
Okay.
I'll start.
Yeah.
So we have different shatterproof drink glasses. And what's great about them is they are, as the saying says, shatterproof, so they don't break. Let me backtrack for a second. First, we're going to go over some new releases that we have, and then we'll go into sale items. So this is stuff that's pretty recent to our website, which is, as Debbie and Tina included, modernmahjong.com. Thank you both so much for having us on this showcase, and we get to see all these wonderful gift ideas. So this is how your wine glasses will come, which I know sometimes on the screen it's kind of hard to see. So it's great that you guys took all of our pictures. But what's wonderful about it is, you know how they're saying is don't cry over spilt milk. You don't have to cry over spilt wine glasses, because that was the wine glass hitting my floor and it doesn't break. So they're all made from recyclable water bottles, and they're all shatterproof. So the drink glasses that you see with the tiles, those are a set of 8 for $25. The wine glasses are a set of 4 for $20. And then we have these beautiful cocktail napkins that are a set of 20 for $10.
Very nice.
And then
I-
Donna, do the next slide.
Excellent. I love the shape of that cup too, that glass.
Yeah,
That's
they're like
really-
a can.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm like, that looks familiar. That's exactly right. Very cool. Ah, what do we have here?
Ooh. So this is our new everything tote. We designed with a company called Haute Shore. It is vegan pin dot leather. The sides snap together like you can see in the picture, or they expand. A lot of pockets on the side. There's 2 side pockets. You can put a water bottle, your cell phone. Inside, there's a pocket for your MahJongg card. There's a zippered pocket for all your tiles, and there's also a separate zippered bag for your tiles. And it comes with a drawstring pouch for 4 racks and an adjustable strap that you can see. So you can hold it with, 2 hands, 1 hand, or over your shoulder. It's a great getaway bag. I took it to New York. It's great to, I just keep a set in there and I throw it in, and, be a great weekend bag to have a MahJongg set racks in it and throw some clothes in and you're ready to go. So this is a brand new item in our store.
That's very cool. It's
Hard to see how large it actually is.
I know. I was just going to
You
say,
know, we're gonna
all of
take-
those
We'll
pockets.
take pictures with people and say how tall they are and show how it is, but it is to compare, like it's like if you've ever seen, like they call it the Louis Vuitton never fill tote, like it's a large bag. I mean, it is so it is an everything tote.
Yeah, we did it because we didn't want the long rectangular shape that you see in many bags. We just wanted a different shape and to be able to put other things in. So that's why we designed it this way.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very pretty. All right, next slide.
So these are 2 books that we are very excited to have on our website. And we are the co-authors of the Visual Companion Guide for American Mahjong. When we started on our Facebook group, MahJongg Community, we started doing graphics for people to help them reinforce rules, strategies, learn best practices. And everybody kept asking us, well, where can I have this all in one place? So now they could have it all in one place. And if you go on Amazon, you could see a little sneak peek in it. But we cover A to Z, everything from learning the game to improving your game. And then you might notice that the name is very similar on the Canasta book. I work very well with Donna Miller's. So Donna Miller Small and I wrote Modern American Canasta, the complete guide. And that is the same. We started with planning on just doing a rule book, and it became just a comprehensive rule and strategy book. There's 14 chapters on strategy. And if it's something you've wanted to learn, it's such a great family game. And as Donna calls it, the dark side. But but your group is MahJongg and Canasta. So it's a wonderful family game, or couples, or just to get together and play. And it's both of them are available on Amazon. You could use those links that Debbie has put on the page, or you could just search them both. They come up on Amazon.
Yeah.
And
Congratulations, girls, on
Thanks.
both of these
And
books.
one other thing to add, if you are a teacher of either group, or if you run drop-in classes or anything like that, we do discount on items of 8 or more. So just send us an email. The MahJongg one is already on our website with the discount. For the Canasta one, just shoot us an email and we could work out a discount.
Super. Okay, we'll go to the next screen.
Oh.
What do we have here?
Yeah, these are our custom items. These have done very well. So we can do custom dice on one where the 1 would be. We do names. As you can see, there's a heart with initials. We do monograms. We do fun sayings. Someone had done Maj on one and on the other. So it's MahJongg. So they're fun. It's a great gift. We also do these acrylic discs that we can customize with your name again, or a saying. And they're great. We give you a chain that goes with it. You can add it to your bag, or you can put it on your rack. You take off the little black rubber piece, you put it on your rack, so you know that's your rack in case you're playing with 5 and you want to keep your rack. So it's a lot of fun and it's great gifts.
Very clever.
Yeah.
I like those. All right.
So here we have, now we're getting into our sale items. So the wooden racks, it's a set of 4 dark wood racks. There's a magnetic attached pusher, and it's normally 4 for $50. And right now through tomorrow, they are 30% off. and you don't need a code. You just go to modernmahjong.com and it'll go right into your cart at $35.
Excellent.
For 4 of them.
Yes.
4.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a great deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are good. So these are also on sale. We have 4 different tile indicators. If you ever say, who's east, these are great because you just put the tile on your rack and the next person you give it to. If you're playing, you play double the card. A lot of girls in our group play atomic. So you know that you can't pass them jokers or flowers. And there's also a Canasta dealer tile. So those are 10% off. And the set of magnets has been a great item. There's 4 magnets and they're really pretty. So some people buy it to give to somebody, or some people buy it and give to 4 people. So it's a great item. It's a great price right now for a gift.
Excellent.
And they come in that wood on the left, or that cardboard on the left. They come folded in that, so they're really easy to just put a sticker on, and they look wrapped.
In this here, on the left side.
Yeah, they're really pretty.
Very nice. Yep, they really are. All right, next up. Ooh.
Okay, our models. So here is some of our Mahjong clothing and accessories. So our visor that, I don't know if you could look in, but it's 3 kind of images of our tiles, and it says it's more than a game. Because one thing a lot of us have learned, especially during the pandemic with all of your Zooms and our Zooms and everything, it's Mahjong means a lot to a lot of people, and more than just once a week sitting down at a table, but the friendships you make and the time you spend. So more than a game was a theme for us for both the visor, and if you can scroll down, I don't know if you could see it, but on my mom's arm, that's what it says going down the sleeve. And then the hoodie has 3 of the tiles on the chest area, and then going down this leg, and these are sold separately, the hoodies and the joggers. Going down the leg, there's beautiful designs of tiles going down that we had an artist draw for us. So they're a great price now. They're not usually on sale. The hoodies are usually $45. Those are $31.50. And I'm sorry, the joggers are $45. And the hoodies are $50, and those are now $35. And they're either black or different shades of gray. So just look around. There's limited sizes left. And then we have online, we have the letter MAHJ in both a necklace and a bracelet. Currently, the bracelet's on sale. It's 30% off. And the bracelet we have in sterling silver, and the necklace we have in sterling silver, as well as gold plated.
Yeah, I've seen this in person and it's just lovely.
Yeah, I'm wearing my Maj necklace, but not the bracelet.
Yeah, it's very pretty. Yeah.
And what's so nice about it is you could wear it, and if people play, they're like, oh my God, that says Mahjong. And if they don't, they just assume it's like initials of your family or something. So it's those subtle ways to show you love the game.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, let's see what's next. Ooh.
So we normally do not put our dice on sale, but once a year we do, and they're all on sale. Most of them are on sale right now, except for custom dice and some bling dice, because those are costly and expensive to make. But we have all styles of Mahjong dice that are on sale now, different sizes, colors, everything, images. So they're really pretty, and this is the time if you want to buy some Mahjong dice, get them now.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
20% off on most of the dice right now.
Yeah, such an excellent price right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
you
free shipping on all the dice.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Yeah, that's always. So these are some of our theme dice. So we started with pickleball, and it was such a hit. Everybody was thrilled to be able to bring their love of pickleball to their Mahjong table. So then people were like, wait a second, what about tennis? So we're showing one of the examples of tennis. We also have the tennis on a blackback dice. Then we have golf, we have baseball, and then the ones with the taxi, those were for a special theme when we went to New York. So those are Maj and the City, and they're on a pearlized white dice. So you could see on this slide, you could see we have all different size dice. You can't really tell in pictures. We try to put them against other things to see, but the Maj and the City are like 19 millimeter. And Debbie, can you go back a page?
Sure.
So for people, I know Debbie, I think got them. The ones on the bottom right with the big lotus, those are 25 millimeter, and those are usually not on sale as well. Really significant in your hand. Like you really feel them. I mean, all this, but it's really preference. I like the 19 millimeter best. I know I saw Amy up here before. I know she loves the jumbo. So we just kind of listen to our customers and we, create accordingly. So thank you for going back this slide.
No problem.
So here's so here, Donnie, this is you.
Oh, so we have the Chinese Zodiac collection. These are also on sale for $16 a pair. So we have every animal, I guess, in the Zodiac. So you can see red dragon, green dragon, there's a year of the dog, pig, goats, rabbit, tiger, ox, mouse. I mean, they're really pretty and they're fun to give. And we also designed this I Love MahJongg sculpture, which is a fun gift. You can keep it on a bookshelf or anywhere. A nice gift to give someone. That's 30% off right now. So it's a good time to buy that too.
Yeah.
And if you go to our website for the Zodiac collection, you could look up when someone was born and find out what year, what their Zodiac symbol is. So right now it's the year of the rabbit. It's going to be the year of the dragon. But if you know someone who was born in 1970, they're the year of the dog. So you could look it up and see what year everybody is.
Very neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the colors are pretty too.
Yeah.
All right. Next up.
So this is another part of our collection of just kind of subtly showing your love of the game. So it's a beautiful scarf with a trim, and the trim is MM for MahJongg going all around the border. And then throughout the scarf, it's just vintage tiles on a beige background. So it's just a very nice pop of color. Actually at MahjCon, Darren Barnes did a great video for us showing us how to tie scarves. Because
I remember that.
Because I didn't know how.
we don't really have to wear scarves to keep warm. So she was like, oh no, girls, you need to do this. And she did it so beautifully. So that's on our social media.
Yeah, that would be that would be a fun picture to do for marketing, is to have the different ways that you tie it. Because
I also tie it to our everything tote, so it matches color wise and it's really pretty.
Nice.
Just add to a purse or a bag. So
yeah, excellent. All right.
So this is fun. I mean, Dara and I in our group, we always like to make MahjCon Tuesday a fun event, either themed or just pretty. So these are fun, very pretty rectangular placemats or square placemats, and they are disposable, but they're a fun way to decorate your table. And those are both 20% off right now.
Very pretty. I have to admit that when I first looked at this, I thought those were real racks sitting on table cover. Oh my God. Okay.
We said so much. So yeah, thank you.
Now I get it though.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute. Okay. I think that might be it. No, one more thing.
So of course, my dog, I don't know about everybody else who's watching, but my dog gets exceptionally excited, or my other dog, Sunshine, used to get very excited knowing that when I hosted MahJongg, there were special snacks out and special treats and friends coming over. So we don't like to leave the dogs and cats out. So we have a big Barker dog toy, and it floats and squeaks and is machine washable. And then we have a cat toy, which you could see the front says Mah Jongg, and on the back, it says it's always a perfect time for MahJongg. And the big Barker toy, we've had people say that their dog destroys everything. They're just really well made. I mean, they are very durable, fun toys, and you get to keep your dog, and your cat involved in the game.
And the cat toy has catnip in it. So I don't have cats, but we tried it on a few cats and definitely worked. That was fun.
Cat doesn't love catnip.
Yeah.
And then the only other thing we forgot is if you have a last minute gift and you don't know, out of all of these things that are shown tonight, you don't know what to get, we do have gift cards also.
Oh, thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you, Debbie and Tina, for having this.
You're welcome. This great items. All right. And next we have Fern Bernstein with us. Fern, let's talk about your books and your podcast.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I want to say hi to everybody and happy holidays. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving, and I hope everyone's getting in the holiday spirit. I want to also thank Debbie and Tina for putting this fun event together. So many of you may know my name, Fern Bernstein, or maybe my voice from my podcast, Mahjong Mondays. And it's available on all podcast platforms. And some of you tonight have actually been guests on my podcast. So hi to everybody who's been on. And I want to thank everyone for their listenership. We've got about 150,000 downloads since I've started the podcast, and I've really enjoyed every guest that I've had on, and I've learned so much. And I know that the listeners love tips and strategies, so that's one thing I put into every episode, and we just learn and grow. We have many different topics we talk about. So obviously this is free to download, and you can click around and see which episode looks interesting to you. And so I started with my podcast, and then I wrote a book titled Mah Jongg Mondays. And I wrote this about 4 years ago, and I got inspired to write about how the game really affected my life, and just opening up that National Mahjong League card and, playing the game and having the tiles and weekly games with my girlfriends became such an integral part of my life. And I think it's something that it's ubiquitous. I think all Mahjong players really feel that sense of connectivity and sisterhood or brotherhood around their tables. So I'll read this first book. Okay. Join Fern and a colorful cast of characters in her debut memoir titled Mah Jongg Mondays. Fern, married and the mother of 3 boys, takes us into her modern, middle-class, suburban Long Island world, where one day she gets the big idea to learn the Chinese tile game called Mahjong. Weekly games provide the setting for deep-seated friendships to form around the Mahjong table. These Monday gatherings become a source of support and strength for Fern as her husband is diagnosed with cancer. Fear, insecurity, and potential heart-wrenching loss becomes challenges that she must overcome. The author weaves the themes of destiny, faith, friendship, time, and love throughout the story. Fern takes us on her journey around the Mahjong table, eastward to the seaport town of Greenport, and through her husband's battle with cancer as she relies on faith, friendship, and her personal relationship with God. Read this heartwarming story about the wonderful things that can happen when 5 women are destined to come together to play an old Chinese game, sitting around a table with 152 tiles, dice, and a Mahjong card. Love always, for time has no guarantees. So that's kind of the synopsis of the book, and I've sold probably over 5,000 copies of the book, and I received such beautiful, heartwarming messages, cards, emails about how so many readers have connected with this book because so many of us feel the same things around our Mahjong tables. And this is available on Amazon in paperback or ebook. And next, 4 years later, I recently released a second book titled Staunch, The Edie's of Grey Gardens. And this book has touches of Mahjong dropped into certain chapters, but it focuses on the strength of women, which is, I think, something that a lot of us Mahjong women and men can feel and connect with as well. And it's really interesting because this book is dual timeline, and the first timeline is in the 1920s, and that's when Mahjong was brought to America by Joseph Babcock. And I can almost guarantee that one of my protagonists, Big Edie, most likely played the game, and I wove that into the story. So I'm going to read from the back of Staunch to give you a little taste of what this book is about, to see if it's something that might be of interest to you. 2 eccentric women, 1 dysfunctional relationship. Can their shared determination turn disaster into destiny? Grey Gardens, 1972. Little Edie Beale had high hopes of becoming a star, sole companion and caretaker for her mother on a rundown property full of feral animals, tangled overgrowth, and piles of trash. The unmarried 50-something craves a way out. But when she attempts to burn away some of the clutter, the loyal daughter is horrified when the fire department arrives and triggers a slew of code violations and threats of eviction. 1923. Big Edie longed to unleash her voice. Born a gifted soprano, she bristled every time her lawyer husband and her father told her to put the stage ambitions aside and manage their sprawling seaside home and gardens, and when she decided to pursue music despite their judgment. The pampered socialite was left divorced with an empty bank account and a house too large to maintain. Driven to the brink by her mother's resolve to stay in the moldering mansion until her last breath, little Edie seeks help from their well-connected family. And as a film crew shows up to document the pair's drastic domesticity, Big Edie seizes the chance to speak her piece as little Edie shines in the spotlight, hoping to secure her dreams of fame. Can mother and daughter reclaim harmony as they share their heartbreaks with the world? Staunch is an emotional women's fiction novel. If you enjoy headstrong heroines who stand up to society and truth that's stranger than fiction, then you'll love Fern Bernstein's unconventional fairy tale. And this book I was inspired by the iconic movie Grey Gardens. It's a documentary from the 1970s. And HBO did a version of this in, I think, 2009 with Drew Barrymore and Jessica Lange. And it's kind of like a midlife coming of age story, and really delves into the strength of women and the beautiful relationship between this mother and daughter, and for women who stood up for what they believed in, despite what society had set as the norms during the time. And this as well is available in paperback and ebook through Amazon. And I think that's all for now.
Well, thank you, Fern. Congratulations on your new book.
Thank you so much, and happy holidays to everybody.
Oh, thank you.
And vouch, they're beautiful books. So
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a read next on my list. All righty. Okay, next we have Wendy Ruse from My Lucky Charms. Wendy, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. And let's talk about these beautiful menorahs and how much work goes into these.
Okay, first I'd like to introduce myself. I started out as a mosaic artist, and I started making very large pieces of art. And then I sort of put it aside when I had children. And I learned the game of Mahjong in my early 20s with my sister. So I created lots of relationships, as we all do, through the game of Mahjong, and I grew to love it. And I also moved around quite a bit in my 20s, 30s, and 40s. And then when my kids left the house, I decided to go back to it, and I created my Etsy shop called My Lucky Charms. And I combined my love of Mahjong with my mosaics. So I've always loved creating, and I started from there, and you can see a bunch of my items have been influenced by the early mosaics, and then I branched out a bit too. So in this first slide, these are my menorahs, and they are mosaics. And I created one that's a dragon, the one with like the little oil pot in the middle. It has a dragon on it. There is a Bam menorah with the birds on it. And then there is a crack menorah, the red one. And what I do with these menorahs is I start out with hand cutting tiles, and then I add the pieces of the Mahjong tiles, and they're original full-size tiles. And I hand tint the grout, and I grout the piece to put it all together. And I add the little cups for the candles on the top. And you can definitely use them. They're all usable. I would suggest that if you do put candles in and light them, that you use these little drip cups that I am demonstrating on the one on the left with my hand in it. And so that would preserve the mosaic. So it's a great gift for yourself or anyone you know that loves to play Mahjong. I only have one of each, and I'm selling them for $92 each. You can get them through my Etsy store. And I'm also offering a discount this month for people on this platform for it's 10% off, and the code is holiday10. And if you need the measurements of them, the width of the menorahs are approximately 11 inches across. And then we can move on to the next slide.
Excellent. You know, I never knew about these drip cups, Wendy. What a great idea and a way to save having to clean the wax out.
Yes, 100%. I've used them on all my other menorahs as well. And these are the best, these ones that are more solid, but they also come in like a tinfoil type. That they work as well, but these come in a set. And you can get them through Amazon, and they'll save not only these menorahs, but all your menorahs. These are some necklaces I make, and this is just a sample. I have tons of other ones on my website, and they're all one of a kind and unique. And what I do is I start with an artist type of putty, and I add different types of embellishments and decorative features, gems and beads and charms. And then I use a mini Mahjong tile, and I embed it into the putty. And when I'm finished with that, I add a coat of resin on the top. So it creates like a glossy finish, and it also makes it very durable. And like I said, these are also 10% off on my website, and you can see lots of different designs. And on a lot of my designs, I try and include emblems to bring luck. For in some of these, I put the dragon and a horseshoe, clovers. I try to include those type of items. And like I said, different price points for gifting.
So creative. Those hearts are so darling. Oh,
thank you.
Yeah.
This is one of my best sellers. I call it the wall game dish. And it's for your group to put aside when nobody wins a game, obviously. And I've also tried to include emblems of luck. The clovers, wishbones, on some of them I put flowers, fortune cookies, and horseshoes. And what I do is I use a mini Mahjong tile on a melamine type of dish. And if it falls on the floor, I don't know about your groups, but whenever we're playing, a lot of things fall on the floor, whether it's tiles or the money but if this dish falls on the floor, it shouldn't break because it is melamine. And they're all one of a kind as well. And when after I've adhered all of the items to the dish, I put a coat of resin on top to make it really durable. And I include a Asian themed gift bag, which makes a beautiful gift for either everybody at your table or just for yourself. And also on my Etsy site, you can see that I can personalize them as well.
Very pretty. And this is the bag, the orange and do they each have a different design on the front?
They're similar, but they do come in all different colors.
Oh, very pretty.
Yeah, colorful bags. Thank you. These are, I call them my Mahjong markers, and I start with a domino tile, and they come in different variations, 2 variations, and you can mix and match them. If your game plays with atomic or doubles, you know, who rolled doubles, and it's a good way to keep track. Whenever we're playing, if somebody's rolled doubles, we often forget. So this is a great thing to put on the top of your rack, and you can always remember. And I put little dice. I put different types of dice on the tiles, and some of the markers are created with a Cricut machine, and then I add different embellishments to the top and cover with a coat of resin, also to make it really durable if it falls on the floor. And the other ones I use little letter tiles with the different types of lucky charms as well. And like I said, I sell them they come in sets of 2, and you can mix and match atomic 2 doubles, and atomic and a doubles, and East and atomic, whatever combination that you like. And that makes a great gift either for yourself or your fellow players.
Very nice.
And this is also one of my best sellers. It's magnets, and these are original Mahjong tiles, and I also embellish them and coat them with resin to make them durable, and I sell them in a set of 4. And these also make a great gift either for yourself, and you can separate them and give to everyone at your table, or you can get them each their own. And I also put them in these pretty Asian bags. Makes a beautiful gift. A set of 4 magnets, and they're also covered with the resin.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Love those.
Thank you. And these are holiday magnets, selling in a set of 3, and I have them, there's a limited quantity. They have a really sparkly, durable magnet, and then I use a large Mahjong tile on the top and add the different types of beads and embellishments that I add to them. And then these are also covered with resin to make them durable. And these also make great gifts, especially around the holidays. I thought they were pretty because they were so sparkly. But they're also very strong magnets as well. And that's, you can also get 10% off on my website, on my Etsy site, for the month. I'm having the sale for 30 days.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Great stocking stuffers, a lot of this stuff. Wow.
Absolutely.
Oh boy, these are also a favorite. So
Thank
cute.
you. Thank you so much. These are, I call them my Mahjong gods and goddesses, that can bring you luck. And I sell them on my Etsy site normally individually, but I created these mini ones, and for a pack of 3, I'm selling them for $26. And they also make a great gift, either year round. I just call them lucky gods and goddesses that could bring you luck, or they could also be used as an ornament, and make wonderful gifts for yourself or your friends.
The
Next
colors
slide.
are so great.
Thank you. And I tried to create these also for holiday giving, like Debbie said, as stocking stuffers. They're a 2-pack of ornaments, and they come with the large different shape of a snowman, a present, one stocking, different shapes, that I added the different Mahjong tiles to. And then it's a small Asian lady that also has her own little mini Mahjong tile with, and you could use these as ornaments or just some type of lucky charm. And those are sold in 2-packs.
Cool.
Thank you.
Oh, the work that goes into this stuff. Okay, so I think that is your last slide, Wendy, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. All right, so we have next Eileen Backrod. I think you pronounce it
You
right.
got it right, Debbie. You got it right.
Good. Eileen, welcome.
Thank you. I want to really thank Debbie and Tina, not just for tonight, but for having the website, or sorry, the Facebook page where I spend a lot of time. And I think because of that, I'm also enjoying tonight because I'm seeing the live vendors that I see on the Facebook page all the time. I see them live, and that's a real treat for me. I appreciate all their creativity. I myself have been designing Mahjong items for 11 years now. And I actually started at the request of my customers who saw the cosmetic bags that I was making, and they said, you really should make a Mahjong card bag. So I made some samples, and they started so quickly selling, they became my best sellers in all the line of the things that I sell. I sold live for those 11 years until COVID came. And I was forced at that time to start a website. So I created my own website, and I also have an Etsy site. So that's where you'll find most of my products. You can't tell from these photos here what my bags are made out of. They're very silky fabric, and they really hold a lot. I call them mushy bags. You can fit your card in there. You can fit a cell phone, keys, any little extra, your money, of course. That's really important. They come in 2 sizes, but not every design comes in 2 sizes, but my best sellers do. And the medium bag, will hold the small card or the large card, as long as the large card doesn't have any kind of cover or sleeve on it. If you have a large card like that, then you have to go to my large size bag, which will give you all that extra room that you might need. The designs that are on my Etsy page are mostly Mah Jongg and Canasta. But if you go to my website, you will see that I have a lot of other themes that can be used for Mah Jongg bags. As an example, I do Judaic themes, I do friend themes, I do a pickleball bag. That's become really popular with my pickleball and Mah Jongg players, and cruise themes as well, because a lot of people take these when they go on cruises. So I like whimsical things. So those extra designs that are not on my Etsy page are on my website. I also do Canasta. Canasta, not too many people talked about that. A few did tonight. I do Canasta designs, but Mah Jongg is my specialty. Next, okay. I wanted to create gift items for my Mah Jongg players and my customers. So one of the things that I thought that would be an inexpensive and easy thing to purchase and give are coaster sets. These are 2 examples of what I sell. I also do a Canasta one, and I do several other theme ones. I do a friend one, I do a Judaic one. So those are also on my website and Etsy site for selections.
Eileen, it looks like it's a material rather than so is it an absorbent material, it looks like?
They're rubber. They're all made out of rubber. They don't slide. They're great on the table. Wipe them off, and they don't lose their color or anything. They're easy washable, very lightweight.
Very nice. Great price too.
Yep. Okay, these are the largest items that I sell on my website. The tote bag is made out of canvas, and it will hold, because I experimented when I ordered these to make sure I could advertise it that way. They will hold a set of pushers and your tote and your bags with your tiles and your card. Some people like to have a set, so they will purchase 2 of my large size matching Mah Jongg bags, and each of those will hold half a set of tiles to go in the bag. And of course, there are other patterns as well, but that's what I've been suggesting when people ask me. If they get 2 of the large size, they can split up their sets and have tiles with them. So that's another item. And the handbag, I actually made it for myself and would wear it to my live shows, and they became a conversation piece. So then I started ordering them and selling them on my website and on my Etsy site. The bag has a vegan leather, or actually it's a blended leather on the back. It's black. It has a zipper compartment in the back, so you can put your cell phone in it. It has lots of compartments inside. It's very lightweight. The front, where the pattern is the same kind of fabric as my bags. It's a silky material, and it comes with 2 straps. There's a shorter strap in the picture, but I also include a crossbody strap. You can take, they're removable. Some people like to use no straps and just use it as a clutch, but they're beautiful. They're much prettier in person. It's a shame I can't model one for you. Okay, so that.
The dimension of the crossbody?
What's the question?
dimension of that crossbody, it's hard to see how big that is.
You know what? I don't have it in front of me and I should have, but I will answer questions afterwards and I'll quickly look up the answer for you at the end, if that's okay.
Yes.
Okay. Then I was thinking of what else could people give as a little gift that's a little bit different, because a lot of people have mahjong areas or mahjong rooms. So for myself, first, I designed a mahjong pillowcase, and I then ordered from Amazon an insert for the case. The fabric, again, on the front where the pattern is that same silky fabric. And it's more the black part of it is a smooth cotton fabric and has a zipper. And they're really, really pretty. And the size it says on here, they're 18 by 18. And people really love them. If you see some of the comments on my Etsy page, I love seeing what customers have to say about my products. But these are really, really pretty. And for the price, they really are lovely. Those are the two designs I have right now.
Okay.
Okay, we need stocking stuffers, right? The holidays are coming. People are looking for small items. Right now, what's selling as fast as I can keep them in stock are my luggage tags and the mahjong socks. The tags come in different patterns, all mahjong related. I think I have one Canasta one. And the socks come in 3 colors. They come in red, black, and gray. And one size fits most people. So that's a good thing too, right?
Yeah.
And they're really great stocking stuffers.
Yeah.
I do have Christmas ornaments coming in that are ceramic. They have not arrived yet. They should be here any day. And when they get here, I will put them on my website and my Etsy site. As far as custom wholesale orders, I get asked that a lot, and I have done them for groups. If groups want a quantity of an item that I can design for them specifically, I'm happy to do that. Happy to do that with the coasters or my mahjong bags. Those are things that I can do that with. And for my special, since my price points I've always tried to keep low, I am offering free shipping for a whole order. When anybody orders combined products, I will pay for the shipping.
Very nice. Thank you, Eileen. Thank you so much. I have these socks. I love them. They're so cute. All right, next up is Meryl Harwood from Mah Jongg. Hello, Meryl.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.
I want to tell everybody first that how I started. My main job is I'm a promotional product distributor. So I was playing Mahjong probably for about 10, 11 years now. And I was going on all the websites, and especially the the ones that you do. And one of the girls who was making mahjong, who wanted to make mahjong mats, was asking on the site, is there anybody that can help me make a mahjong mat? So because I was a promotional product distributor, I said to her, I could help you because I can get anything at all, anything in the whole wide world I could do with a logo on it. That's what my main job is. So I made the mahjong mats for her, and the mats were beautiful mats. And I said to her, maybe I could help you sell them. So I made myself a website, and I was selling the mahjong mats for her, and she was selling them as well, and they were selling very nicely. I don't think she's in business anymore, though. But about 7 years ago, I wanted to add products to the website that I had. And I made my website Mahjong Anon for those addicted to Mahjong. And I don't think I had the Etsy site at first, but I have Mahjong Anon Etsy.com, I think it is. I can't remember the Etsy site right now, but my website is www.mahjonganon.com. So
you do. Okay, great.
Yeah. So the platters, the serving platters, these platters come with a plain design that say the eat, drink, play. This one, the eat, drink, the plain one. And the platters are microwave safe, they're dishwasher safe, they're oven safe, they're melamine free and BPA free. And you can put them in the oven 250 degrees for 60 minutes. That is like the right amount of time. Anyway, the platters, these platters are $45. And I have also a plate that is similar, doesn't have the eat, drink, play, it just is the plain plate. And that plate, does everybody see the plate?
Yeah, well, again, this is up on the screen already, so it's better off if we have you in the picture.
Oh, okay.
And then just work off of the slide here, because that's what everybody is looking at right now. So you have the plate in the middle without any writing on it.
And the plate without any writing on it. The two platters, one that says eat, drink, play, and the other platter is plain. They're $45. But then there's a plate with the same type of design as the plain one. And that plate is $28. Okay, next is the napkins.
Yeah.
So I have two types of two types of napkins. One is a cocktail napkin and one is a lunch dinner napkin. The cocktail napkin is 5x5, set of 20 for $16. And the lunch dinner napkin is a 7x7, set of 20 for $18.
Excellent. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. And you also have 10% off.
10% off. You put in the code holiday.
Great. Okay, here's the next slide.
Okay, the next, I have a resin letter, and it has Mahjong tiles that are floating. It looks like they're floating like in space inside the letter. You could do any letter, they're custom made, and they're $100. So I have M for Merrill, which is my name, or M for Mahjong, but you could do any letter. And then I have the dog collars. They come in 3 sizes. They come in large, medium, and small, depending on what size your dog is. And on the site, on my site, it tells you how to measure your dog's neck if you need to know if your dog is a small, medium, or large. And they are $20 each.
Those are great. Those are
they're adorable. Everybody loves those. Like if you have a pet, they're just fabulous. The Mahjong tiles are in and out, and it's also adjustable.
Yeah, great conversation piece when you're walking your dog.
Absolutely.
All right, here's the next slide.
Okay, on the next slide, I have a travel set. I have a couple of travel sets, and you'll see them when you go on to the mahjonganon.com. But my travel sets are $65 each, and I have 2 types. The one that's pictured says, wherever I go, my Mahjong set follows. And it has 152 tiles. It has instructions. It has dice. It has everything that you need. And next slide. Okay, the next is my note cards. And I have a lot of different types of note cards. I have love, which would be great for Valentine's Day. All the note cards are blank inside, by the way. I have love. I have thank you. I have group therapy. I have season's greetings. Happy birthday. And I have a couple left of playing it safe. During COVID, I had playing it safe cards. And all the cards are 12 in a pack. And
those are very cute.
Yeah, they are very cute.
Yeah, so they're 12 in a pack and they're $24. And next?
Mhm.
The next is the tote bag. I was actually selling this tote bag by itself, and then a lot of people were asking me for sets. They were online. They were saying, "Do you sell sets?" So I filled the tote bag with 152 tiles and 4 racks and dice, and now it's a complete set, and it sells for $70.
Very nice.
And yes, and the tote bag says group therapy, and it has the ladies playing mahjong, the picture, and that's screen printed on. It's a white bag with like yellow sides and a yellow handle.
Yeah, I love that group therapy. Cute.
Well, that's it. So anyway, look at my website, and you'll see I have so many products, so many other products. Okay, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, and next up is Tina.
Hi, guys. It's great to be here and see all of you matching a name with a face on our Facebook group. The name of my company is Mah's Helping Hand, and I created Mahjong highlighters, and they were created for myself and my mom initially. But we realized, these are really great for students and Mahjong teachers and beginner players, and definitely Siamese Mahjong players. So, but Mahjong highlighters, they help keep track of several lines or hands that you're following all at the same time. They're reusable. They are movable and washable for use over and over again. So please watch this video, and I hope it answers any questions you might have. And if not, ask them at the end. Thank you. Our sleeves come in 2 sizes. The small, that fits the standard lead card, and the large, and that fits the large lead card. And it completely encloses your card to protect it from spills, any kind of liquid for that matter. If it ends up flying away and landing on the pool, it will be completely protected. There are no breaks at all in it. And this Velcro dot secures the card inside the sleeve. And then the second Velcro dot here trifolds it closed and secures it in that trifold position, just like that. Our Mahjong highlighters, they work perfectly on our smooth sleeve, and that's how we recommend using them, is on that smooth surface. Unlike the other card protectors that are vinyl, they actually aren't very smooth, so they don't adhere as well. But our sleeves and our highlighters work perfectly together, and these highlighters were created to help you keep track of the line that you're on. Or if you have a backup hand, putting a highlighter on that hand as well. And then maybe you have a third one that's coming in. But they are repositionable, reusable, they are washable for use over and over again. These are going to really help you keep track of the line or the hand you're following. So you can stay calm and you make sure that maybe during the Charleston, you keep hold of the tiles. They're going to help you. And then, for example, if you think, well, someone's going to know what I'm playing, they won't, because you have 3 or 4 highlighters on your card at all times. And this way, nobody really knows, only you know which highlighter you're following, which one is your potential Mahjong. These are great if you're a teacher, for teaching purposes. When your students are going through the Charleston, you can simply put a couple of highlighters here and there, like, hey, look at these tiles. This could form this hand potentially, or maybe consider this as a backup hand over here. You put a highlighter over there. They just really allow your students to focus on the rules as opposed to constantly asking you, I'm sorry, what hand did you say I should be working on? They're learning a lot about the rules and nuances as opposed to just worrying about what hand they're working on. The highlighters help them with that. And then if you are a student same thing. You know, you'll never, your teacher will come by and say, hey, consider this hand. And then you just put highlighter right there. And then if they also say, yeah, but check this out, this might come through for you too. So just watch those tiles and don't give this up. Just place the highlighter there. And then later on, just move a highlighter. Just move one around as a decoy. Just place it in the middle of the game. It looks like you switched your hand entirely. And maybe if you have someone that's checking out what you're doing, they're kind of thrown off. And finally, beginner players and Siamese Mahjong players can definitely see how these are going to benefit you. Siamese Mahjong, you're going to need a double Mahjong. So to put a highlighter on one hand that you're following for one potential and a backup for that potential Mahjong, you need two. So you'll have two highlighters working on each of those potential Mahjongs. These are really helpful. Great to have while playing Siamese Mahjong. Anyway, you're going to love these. I hope you guys fix them up.
Now, I will admit I use these all the time when I'm teaching, and I can't keep them in stock because Tina is right. The students are often asking, which hand was I keeping track of? What am I doing? Where am I at? And this just makes my life so much easier. It is great. And another thing I do get asked by the beginners is, well, people that I play with are going to know what I'm doing. And my answer is actually, if you're playing with other beginners and the other beginners are able to keep track of what they're doing, and they're also going to be able to look over at your card and try to figure out what strip is on what hand and keep track of that too. I don't think it's going to happen. But like Tina said, use them one as a decoy and just move it somewhere else if you think that's going to be a problem, or even two of them if you're not using two of them. They're great. I highly recommend those.
Thanks, Deb. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, and our sleeves are really great too. Even if the highlighters aren't something that you would use, our sleeves are considered water resistant. So they really will protect our $15 cards. And if somebody happens to spill something at the table, your card will be protected because it's completely enclosed. We do have promo codes on our site. It's a pop-up promo that comes up during your visit on our site. So you won't miss the promo codes, and you'll get 10% off your entire purchase. So anyway, that.
Well, thank you, Tina.
And thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, I think Eileen must have gotten off.
Our sleeves
off. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Next, I am going to be presenting for my husband, Randy, who sells automatic Mahjong tables. And you can see here, this is a pedestal one on the left, and on the right in the center is a pedestal one. And then all the way to the right is a four-legged one. And the pedestal ones they collapse, they fold over. So if you had limited space, which is one of the things I'll hear by a lot of people, I don't have enough room for a table. They don't even realize that it just, the top just folds over and it can be rolled out of the way. So you can always make room for an automatic Mahjong table. Now, the table comes like it's shown on the bottom right-hand side with a little plastic rim around it. And that plastic rim is not large enough to hold a card. And it's also curved, so it doesn't lie flat and it falls off. So my husband came up with this really cool idea to make what we call the surround piece, which comes in either a vinyl, and we have the vinyl colors here, or in solid woods. And we do have several different wood choices. So if you like a lighter wood or a darker wood, this is a red cedar shown here. It's absolutely exquisite, but there's plenty of room to have your card there and your money purse on the corner. If you don't, for any reason, have the snack tables on the side. And we've got them right now for the holidays at a really, really great price. You won't find them at this price anywhere else. And we also have some scratch and dent tables. Those are mechanically 100% perfect, but they might have come from China with some dents or a few scratches. And trust me, nobody would even see them or notice them. So that's also, we've got a really great deal on that. And the custom surrounds that are made $275 for vinyl covered with a marine vinyl, very durable, or solid wood for $300. And the next screen are the racks that my husband customizes for the automatic Mahjong table and the automatic tiles, which are larger. We get a 36 millimeter, which is the smallest of the tiles. They do go up a lot higher, but they're quite bulky and chunky. So we prefer the smaller of the tiles, and the racks are sized perfectly, and our pushers are built in. So they're on a hinge and they're built into the rack. So they're all one piece, as you can see on the left side here. And they come in all these different woods here. So you can have it. And we also offer free personalization on the tops of the rack as well. All right, and then the next, here are the different prices, but they're all on our website as well, mahjongnovelties.com. The next item, which is also a really cool idea that my husband came up with, is we play Siamese on the automatic table quite a bit. And boy, does it make the game go very quickly when you're not building the two walls and you're letting the table do it for you. But one of the challenges was that, if you have these four walls, you have to get one wall pushed in front of the other. So he created this sleeve, and the sleeve has a removable pusher. So you can have a pusher at the front, as shown here, right here. And then you move this, would be in front, one wall, and then once the sleeve, and I'm going to show you a little video of how it works, once the sleeve is removed, there is another pusher that is magnetically part of that sleeve. So I'm going to go ahead and play this so you can see how it works. I'm going to introduce to you the new Mahjong sleeve designed to work with the Siamese Mahjong racks that are made for the automatic Mahjong table and the larger 36 millimeter Mahjong tiles. Let me demonstrate. The sleeve is placed over the second set of wall tiles, like so. The other player does the same. Then the tiles are pushed in front of the other wall tiles. So each player would do the same, making it real easy to move that second wall into place. Now both players are going to remove the magnetic pusher that is attached to the sleeve and place it up against the back wall, the front wall, it doesn't really matter. And you're going to remove the sleeve. You do the same thing with the other one. You could remove it first, it doesn't matter. Then remove the pusher and lean it up against the tiles, just like so. Now we're ready to put the Siamese racks on the table. And you just slide the tiles together until the rack sits on the table nicely.
Brilliant.
And the other player does the same. Now you're ready to begin the game. I'm not going to go through the rolling the dice and breaking the wall and the dealing, but let's just say that each has pushed out their wall, the tiles are dealt out. The first wall tiles have all been used up, they're all now on the table. The game is started on the table. And now each is ready to push out their second set of wall tiles, but they can now take the removable pusher and just sit it back on the sleeve before doing so. And they take the pusher that is attached to the Siamese rack, push the tiles out, and continue to play. Now these tiles are used up. And now it is your opponent's turn to do the same. So they're going to push their next wall out, take the removable pusher, attach it back to the sleeve. They play, they pull the tiles up. And now we're on the last wall, push out, and you're pretty much done after that. Ah, so pretty
great.
neat, right?
So neat. I love it. Oh my gosh. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's made Siamese just so enjoyable, amazing. And you know, you can also do Royale on the automatic Mahjong table. It takes a little bit more to accomplish it because you have double sets, but it can be done. So, all right, let's see what's up next. And this is the last item that I'm going to be featuring tonight. This is the Mahjpedia app, the first app that has all of the National Mahjong League rules, strategy, fun facts, and more right at your fingertips. Excellent for instructors. I have instructors using it while they're teaching, so they never have to think about a rule. They have the ability to just go ahead and search it. It's really easy to use. This is a scannable code, and it is $4.99 for a whole year, less than a cup of Starbucks coffee. Well worth it. Pretty much don't leave home without it is what I'm saying, because it's that much fun and that easy to use. Or $44.99 for the lifetime. There's also a 3-day free trial. So check it out, download it, have fun with it. I'm always open to adding new strategies or more strategies. I get emails all the time. I have a couple ready to go actually. And when I update, the app updates instantaneously. So when the new Mahjong rulebook comes out, it will not be difficult for me to get this app updated. It'll be pretty much like the same day probably. You have the icon, which is right here in the picture, right there on your phone. You just click on it. It opens the app up with the search bar on every screen. You don't have to go backward on any of the screens. So you can search right from any screen that you're on. And I do have a how to use video on the MahjCon YouTube channel that you can watch. And there's also one, a shorter one on the app itself. But just real easy, user-friendly, easy to use, and great, like I said, great for instructors, even tournament directors. You know, you don't have to have a copy of Mahjong Made Easy with you. You can just have this app. And that is, I think, the last slide. What's that?
Deb, I just want to say congratulations on this. This is amazing.
Thank you. And just thank you for being a part of the 2023 Holiday Showcase. And we hope to make this happen again next year and make it even bigger. We want your feedback. So please, if you have any suggestions on how we can make this better, feel free to email Tina or myself. I'll have the email addresses to reach us also. And I just want to say happy holidays to everybody. If I don't see you again, I know I'll be seeing you on Facebook, and Tina as well. We're always around, right, Tina?
Yes, it was great seeing all of you, and thank you so much for participating. And Debbie, again, thank you so much. You guys have no idea how much work she put into this, and I really appreciate it, Deb.
Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, it's a love. When we love our community and we love what we do, it's fun. It becomes fun and not work. And so thank you everybody for being here tonight. Just have a safe and wonderful holiday.
Holidays, everyone.
Good night. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was wonderful, ladies.
Thanks so
Welcome. Bye-bye.
Good night,
Night.
everybody.
Night, everyone.
Thank you.